Hey again guys, Dr. Tim Newton with Inspire Movement. We're going to talk in this video real quick about what we need to do to get our best running form. So I pose a question to you. Are you propelling yourself forward with each stride, or are you putting on the brakes? And what I mean by that is, what is your leg doing when it hits the earth? Where is it landing? A lot of us out there are actually running and hitting with our foot way in front of us with each stride. And what that does, every time our foot hits the earth, Newton's law, equal and opposite force is coming back in. So you've got this force coming in, which means that every time you are putting your foot into the earth's pushing right back and slowing you down a little bit. So what we need to do is to be most efficient and powerful and actually prevent injuries. We need to try to get our foot to strike the earth as close to our center of mass as possible. So that basically means right under your center of mass. The farther out in front we are, the more problems that we're going to have with the knees, probably low back. So what we want to do from an injury prevention standpoint and a performance standpoint is try to get you able to strike right under your body. That could be forefoot, midfoot, even a little bit of rear foot. We just want to get you striking closer to the center of gravity, which is right in here. So why is this a problem for most people? Well, honestly, it's the extremely common problem that we have in Western society. We're sitting all the time, and our hips get stiff. So what we lose is the ability to freely come back with our leg like this. Now, I know you're sitting there saying, I can get all the way back. Well, what do you do when you're really reaching back with your leg? Your back is arching, your pelvis is tilting. We don't want to be doing that. We need to have the flexibility to hinge and go backward with the hip itself before we start asking our back and pelvis to do all that work. So we're going to talk about what we need to do to get that. The first one is just stretch the hip to get going back. You need to do good hip flexor stretching. We've got a link for that for you guys to check out to get it to go back. And then once you've got the flexibility to get your hip to go back into extension like that, then it's time to start saying, all right, now let's really get the glutes firing well. Let's get our performance enhanced too. We open the door by getting the flexibility. Now let's start using the muscles with that improved range of motion, okay? So we've done our hip flexor stretch, and then we can do some single leg exercises for the glutes. We have links on those as well. Check those out. But basically, try not to knock anything over here. You've got a single leg runner's deadlift. Whoop, hold on, I'm crossed up. Like this. Okay? See how much hinging I'm doing at my hip here, as opposed to stooping a ton with my spine or bending my knee a whole ton. And then you can also do the figure eights. We've got a video on that. And these are all just training your ability to come up using that glute max. And then the cross-country skier. Like this. We got videos on each of these, but this is just a way to start thinking about getting yourself more efficient with better performance and lower your injury risk. So stretch it, exercise it, get that hip extension, get striking as close to your center of mass as possible. Good things are going to start happening. Thanks for watching, guys, and have an inspired day.